rise by lifting each other. We're one big, big family. My mental health is as important.
Those punishments from taking this away because you didn't do your homework. You practice this. You do. Perfect. Good. Keep it up. Another kind of tool is when your fight or flight system's going off because the children are yelling, screaming, not listening, rambunctious, all those things, is to remember kind of this like 90-second rule. That cortisol, that stress hormone, tends to be released for about 90 seconds. And if you can do something to slow it down in those 90 seconds, you can actually slow down the fight or flight, anger, irritation response, rather than keep it going for hours and then you're on edge for hours. So some of these breathing techniques, and then we're also going to do a grounding technique that you can try. And then the other thing that's really helpful is modeling the behaviors you want. So like, it's crazy what a smile can do. Or just kind of showing the children like, I appreciate you for even coming here today. Those little behaviors are really helpful. So I'm glad to hear that some of those things are already being used and you can keep kind of reinforcing with those tools.
You are modeling taking care of yourself and thinking about your feelings, your emotions, your body. They'll pick up on that stuff too. So I think someone had mentioned something was going on and they said, you know, I'm feeling tired. This is why I responded this way. You're modeling those elements to your students. So continue doing that. That's really powerful.
And I think about some of these things that you listed here, Kelsey, and I'm thinking, how can you use that with each other too? You see another teacher, another staff member doing something well. A lot of times we're like, okay, they're just doing their job. But how would that feel to be acknowledged for that? And you say, I really like how you interacted with that student, or how you were watching out for that student, and doing that positive reinforcement with each other, not just with the kids.
But we're going to recap some of the mindful responses to anxiety. And so the first one is to acknowledge it and not to ignore it. And we've done that in several different ways today. So first we talked about it, we drew it out, we wrote about it, and we broke up into small discussions. There's also the mental health check-in, which I will be passing around. So this is something that you can do with your children, but also do with yourself. And so basically that just allows you to look at this particular sheet, and it has different faces, but it allows you to see whether or not you're doing okay. You can do this at the start of your shift, or just even think about it. I'm feeling great today, I'm good to go. Or maybe there's something that I'm needing today, I'm upset. And so this is important because I think the way that we're feeling in a way impacts our children and the way that they feel. So sometimes if we see our children acting out, instead of the first thing being correction, it could be modeling. To say, okay, first let me check in with myself. How am I doing? Am I feeling nervous or anxious today, or am I upset? Because the children can feel what you're going through. And so check yourself and say, you could just say, look, you know, today I'm feeling a little bit anxious. I see that you're a little bit hyperactive today. Is there anything going on? And or bringing out some of the tools that we gave today to kind of help the student explain themselves or to express themselves, and so that they can join back into the routine. So obviously, and kind of talking about what Kelsey said, just modeling it in a positive way and not in a way that maybe tears their self-esteem down. And we talk about it in the group of just like the tone of voice and how you approach someone can totally change the situation. So being aware of what you're going through and how you're approaching your students.
First step with dealing with anxiety is acknowledging it, not pretending it doesn't exist. Acknowledging it.
I'll be talking through kind of the second, third, and fourth steps. And so the second step is to find a way to gain some acceptance for what is. So whether it's that I'm anxious or that I'm angry or I'm frustrated in this moment, I think there's room to gain acceptance for a range of emotions. So not just the positive ones and not just the negative ones as well.
So we're actually going to need 4 volunteers.
And if we could have 4 people just volunteer.
4 brave souls.
One over here. And you'll get a little prize.
At the end. And the other index finger in the other end.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. And so if I can have you just try to maybe
It's
just.
supposed to do that. Put your other
Yeah,
hand.
yeah, like that. Okay, perfect.
All right, and so before we maybe give them some support, I'm just wondering if you could maybe just try to get your
Fingers out. What's happening? Okay, it's stuck. And what? So what are you feeling as you're noticing it getting stuck?
I feel deceived.
You feel deceived?
Easily.
Okay, things are happening. Okay.
Oh, we got one sticker out.
So the anxiety stuffing in. Okay, don't worry.
Feel like you might feel something.
So what's happening? What's happening here? Are you pulling harder? So when you pull harder, what's happening?
It feels like it's gonna come off, then it just
Closes in tighter.
So the more you pull,
The more you pull, in some ways, it's kind of like, it kind of resembles the way that we fight ourselves, not only internally, but sometimes externally, whether it's with relationships or with accepting some of the things that we are experiencing. But we do have somebody who has gotten a finger out. And so I'm curious to know how many you got your finger out?
At first, when I pulled it, I did it, sticking together. Then I relaxed. Then when I relaxed and put it further, you notice it swells. If you try to pull it, it gets small. So I just turn it, and then when I felt the finger relax, I just take my time and put it up.
Yeah.
so let's see if we can help. We can help our fellow team members. So can you walk her through it? Can you coach her through it? Coach her through it, because you got out.
Maybe one more foot, you might not go full. Exactly so.
Still out.
Okay, we got
So you turn, keep it and turn the finger.
Just one at a time.
And then when you find a stick, push it back in here.
And so I'm wondering how you feeling after you got the finger.
Relieved. Relieved. Yes. Let's give them a round of applause. Thank you. Thank you. So think about when I'm anxious or stressed. Where do I feel this in my body? I feel this in my shoulders. Me personally. So I would just shake the.
You'll probably look different from your neighbors. You probably experience.
Yeah, no cheating. Okay? You can't cheat. And if you're not sure, that's okay too.
Should we pay attention to them here?
No.
So we're going to continue along this line of really checking in and understanding how to recognize anxiety. And if you can recognize it in yourself, you can more easily recognize it in a student that you're working with, in your peers, the other teachers and staff that you work with. So we had a visual exercise where we were sort of drawing in the places we imagine or know that we experience anxiety. And then now we want you to kind of really sort of feel it in the body and check in with yourself right now. So we're going to do a very short, a couple minutes exercise called a body scan exercise. Has anybody ever done a body scan or know what that refers to? Okay, so we're going to have you, and I'm just going to give you an example and then we'll move into it. I'm going to have you close your eyes or just look softly on the ground if you don't feel comfortable closing your eyes, so that really you can tune inwards and not be distracted by all the things around you, and really go from head to toe and allow you to kind of feel what is happening in your body right now. And a lot of times we are not aware until the sweaty palms are out and we're feeling really keyed up, but there's a lot that happens way before that we don't tune into because we're busy teaching, we're busy doing our jobs, and we don't have a moment, a couple minutes to take. So we want to give you that moment right now.
Be brave.
Can we sing that again?
Get up and when you stay.
Okay, let's take it. What I should, can we give it a round of applause? And I need to add that the lyrics was written by this team. We need to do this, and it was sent. And so I gave it to him and I said, let me know what you need to do. Next thing I got was music.
Well, she's been generous. We gave some ideas and some concepts, and then this genius artist fused it and put it with.
And even if you have no brothers, in God you can be confident that He will be your friend.